My collaboration with Missio and the Catholic Church here in Africa has brought me to visit remote places, not of any particular interest or natural beauty, but to witness the invaluable work that the missionaries are doing here with those far less privileged. This time I came to visit a day center in a township in Botshabelo, which is roughly 40 kilometers away from the city of Bloemfontein. Here I was warmly welcomed by Sister Sophia and David, and I was given a tour of the facility, presenting me all the staff who work there. Sister Sophia was telling me about the great work they are doing for the children of this community, which on a daily basis they receive over 400 children who are being fed and given the opportunity to stay for a few hours in the care of their carers and being fed a decent meal. The majority of these children come from broken families with parents who abuse of alcohol, physical abuse, and other things. It is heartwarming to see these people doing their best to help those much in need, and to see the happiness and smiles of those kids. However, all this doesn't come easy, as they depend on charity and people's generosity. It is always a very strong experience when I visit such places, and at least it keeps giving me some hope in humanity.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Hi.
How are you?
You're welcome to
You're
our project.
welcome to our project.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's
We
a
have been waiting
privilege
for
to
you.
have you here.
Yes. What a surprise. Eh?
All right. May you please come in to see how we're doing here. And then see over here it's our combi that we normally use to transport our kids, especially the disabled. I mean, we've been struggling to get it, but eventually we got it. We're so lucky. Thank you. And then we've got our library over here.
Yeah, from the library, yes, Steve. We got the donation of the books from one of the American lady. So we are really privileged. So we're using this library for our kids. When they come from school, we go in there and we do some homeworks with them. So we are really happy to have it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then over here, Steve, as you see, there's a small container. You know, it was not used before, but we thought, we could use it as a chapel for our kids, As we have been saying that for 420 children, every child have got a social case, some they've got, they've been sexually abused at home and, they don't have anything at home. And so we use this chapel for just to go in there and have some emotional, therapy with them. So we'll go in there afterwards and show you.
Okay. And then over here, it's our daycare center. It's called Siyathokoza Daycare Center. And then here we are caring for about 20 disabled children from the community. They only come in the morning and then they leave here at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then
yeah, if you come in, see, this is just an entrance to our, disabled children's center. Okay, this is just an admin office where we are doing the capturing for our kids, and all the statistics in here captured.
And then over here, it's our kitchen. And then that's where the food are prepared for our disabled children.
Okay, over here, Steve, as you see, this is just a sick bay for our kids. So when our children are sick, that side, then we bring them here and we put them on this bed. And also we assist them with the clinic up there. We are privileged that the project is with also a clinic. So this is just a sick bay. Yeah.
And then on this side, still, we've got, this is the office space for the project coordinator. And then And then the office for the matron for the disabled children. For the, and then over here, it's one of our classrooms for the disabled. And then that's our matron over there. Okay. And then this is another classroom. We've got only 2 classrooms based on the number of our children. And then this is our play zone for our disabled children this side. And then as you can see, they are now in their playing time, and then that's why they're playing here. Does this it for you?
Look at Stevie. Tippy. Hey, look. Episdoe. Hey, hey. Tippy. Yay, Tippy. We have this child. He came here without walking, but now he's actually walking. So we are really happy to have him. Right? Yes, certainly. Yeah.
One of our success projects, this one, because upon arriving here, you wouldn't be able to walk. He was just crawling. But through the therapy that he receives and from our carers here, he's able to walk by himself.
Mama, look at here. No.
And then,
and this is smiling. Always smiling. Smiling.
big one.
Okay.
So, Steve, now we are going to the other part of the projects for the orphans and vulnerable children. As we have told you already that we have 420 children whom we are saving here from the community. So this is part of their projects, and we are happy that we are really doing this service for our kids, you know. Yes, Steve, you can come in.
And then this is the place where they sit and eat. We can call it a dining room. And then the children, we divide them into small groups so that there won't be congestion. And then others eat from this side, and then the small ones eat the other side. Even the times on which they come, the intervals, we set them in such a way that there will be no congestion. And then over here, it's our kitchen. In here.
So this is our kitchen here where we are cooking for the orphans and vulnerable children. So as you see the pots here, they are already waiting, full of food, waiting for the kids to come and eat. And this is Melieto, our lady who is doing the cooking for the kids here. And she cooks, you know, very appetizing.
Delicious.
Shall I come and Yes. Yes. Steve. Yes. You can come here. This one is one of our childs, you know. He grew up here from when he was small. And now he's just finished the school and he's, you know, helping at the center. But it's a pity that, I mean, you know, we cannot do much, but we really want them to, you know, grow knowing good values. So they come and clean the center, they come and help the lady to cook. That's why you see our center is so clean and it's not paid for that. Just, you know, to say, you are our mothers, this is our home. So they feel at home here. And it's a child-divided family. It's the only two. They're staying, the two of them at home, the sister and himself. Yes. So he's really a good young man.
Now we will interview them.
Bonga, you can switch off your phone, eh? Just switch off. Yes. So, Steve, this is also one of our kids. You see, he's sweating and working very hard. You know? So he comes and also assists here. He has finished matric, but there's no work, and he thought our sister would come here and help. So I desire that in future you'll find something to do, you know. So I'm really happy and impressed to have this young man. He's a good young man, Bongani, yes. We just give them food passwords so that at least they are not hungry at home, you know. And whatever we have, we get from different, you know, funders. So, and yet, I mean, they are not paid for whatever they are doing. They're just doing it for free. So really, it's very touching for us as a project. Okay, Bongani.
My name is Muketi. My name is Polwana. I'm coming here to help sister to clean this whole place for free because of I raised here from since when I was a child. Yes. At home we are suffering. Like we food, clothes.
So how many people at home?
At home we are three. My sister, me, child of my sister. Yes.
So you are orphans? You are orphans, no parents?
No parents. Their parents are died. I want my sister to help me about the house. The house.
Okay. Right. So you're very thankful. You love these people here.
I love too much.
Too much, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Thank you very much.
My name is Bongani. That the place of Siyathokoza will help me about me to go to the school and I finish matric and will support me and about grocery and I'm volunteer of this place and I help this place and they help me because they give me food and I go to the street. I take the young children to eat here. So and that life was so hard and I'm very work hard. So I thank you.
My name is Bonala Massimo. I'm 16 years old. I go to Kharatuta High School. I'm at grade 11. So the reason why I keep coming here at Siyathokoza is because, well, I can say everyone feels at home here. I mean, we come from, I can say, disadvantaged homes. Yeah. So like, we get treated all the same. Treatment is the same. Everything is the same here. I live with my mom and my dad. Well, they haven't been working currently. So we kept coming here at Siyathokoza. Yes. We get food, we get clothes, every kind of support we need, we get it from here. So at home, I know We don't have much, but yes.
So it's like here you feel happier.
Yes, yes. I mean, I'm with others. I'm not alone. Yeah.
My name is Sister Sophia Piri. I'm here in the Free State, Bloemfontein Diocese, Archdiocese of Bloemfontein. And we are running these 3 projects here, the orphans and vulnerable children and the disabled children and the clinic Siyathokoza, under the name of Siyathokoza. And this project has been started in 2000 by the Sisters of the Holy Cross. After they had seen that there's a really great need for, for this project, because the pandemic, during that time, HIV pandemic was very severe and really devastating. So they thought many kids have been left vulnerable and without parents. So they thought it would be good to start this project. So since 2002, this project has been in existence, and it's almost 18 to 20 years in existence. And to this project, we are catering for 420 children, and the disabled are 20 children. And we feed these kids from Monday to Friday, but with the support of the different local funders. Like, for example, I mentioned Pick n Pay, ShopRite, and Ahaman, and Episdoe, and also the church members of the Catholic Church. They also come and drop some clothes for the kids. So we are really privileged to have people who are really interested in our projects. Each and every day we find somebody phoning and say, "Sister, what do you really need at your project?" So we are really happy. And this project, it's a well-known project, even, from all over. And we have been really being privileged to have it. And we are touching the lives of the children here. As I said, that the program is running from morning to evening. For example, the disabled children, we fetch them in the morning, 7 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And also we have the physiotherapists who come and assist our kids with the, different exercises. And we have carers who are looking after these kids, about 10 carers, And for the orphans and vulnerable children, we have only 2 carers, which is really, imagine, for 400 kids or for 420 kids, and then we have 2 carers. The ratio, it's not balancing. But because of lack of funds, we are just surviving as we are. And then for the disabled children, we have 5 carers who are also looking after them every day. But at least from that part of the project, we have social development, which is also paying for the stipends for the carers. But for the orphans and vulnerable children, we don't have any financial support. So we are really, in dire need for that financial support, especially for our kids and our carers. For the little bit of money they get, they're satisfied, We don't really give them much, but it's the love which they're really giving to these kids, which makes them, sister, we know we don't have enough money, but for our kids, we were there for them, and we are there to support them. We are the mothers of our children, because most of these kids, they don't have families. They are just, child-headed families, and most of them, when they finish matric, they are really lonely. They have nowhere to go, but they've taken this project as their, their home. So for that, we are really happy, and we are really making a difference in the community, So I'm really grateful that today I can speak about this.
You mentioned that there are over 400 kids here, 460 kids.
Yes.
So, to me, the place doesn't really look too big. So, any plans for expansion of this place to accommodate children in a more adequate and comfortable way?
Yes, Steve, we have been really, struggling to get the funds for that. I remember the previous Archbishop Jabulani. He mentioned that, sister, I would like you to extend this project, especially that part of the project which we see, which have the containers there. But then at some stage we tried to apply, but our application was not successful. And then our Archbishop retired, so we didn't really, continue with the application. So if that materializes, I really will be very happy and will be very grateful. Siyathokoza Health Clinic, Healthcare, which was started by the sisters, as I've already mentioned. And as you see, we are using the containers, but in these containers really we are doing a lot of work and a lot of quality care and the services which we are giving to this, project. And this is part of our clinic, as you see. In this we do a lot of wound dressings, and we have about 20 patients with wounds. So we are using this part of the clinic for the dressings of the wounds. And we use a lot of, ointments and all that. And then as you see this other part, this is where, after seeing the patients that side who needs the drip, then we put, this is the drip room. So we put the drips and, the patients whom we are monitoring this side of the clinic. Okay, as we go outside here, we have the consultation rooms. Here the entrance. This is our consultation room. Here, as you see, this is where I consult the patients. Let me just open it so that you can see. How small? Oh, it's a pity it's locked now. I don't know where they've put the keys. But anyway, this is our consultation room where we see the patients. And these are the sections. Here we see different sections from Botshabelo. We also get patients as far as from Bloemfontein, from Stekspruit, from Tavanju. They all come here for the for treatment. And this is where we keep our drips, because we also put the drips that side. And this is where we keep our state doses for medication. Yes. And then this is where I sit and write the entry for the registration of the patients, so they also come in here. It's just a small, clinic, but really we give a quality care. And this part of the clinic here, this is a pickup point, where our patients who are on ARVs, they come and pick up the ARVs from this side. And we have the lady here, Pony, who is working at the pickup point. She's really very good with the patients here, and they love her because of the quality work she does. Yes. Yeah.